Thanks, mate.
We have some hippies out there, and 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 hippies out there.
Not Steven and Steven. Alex and Alex. Blame it on the Tahoe, man. He said it. I knew I was high because when you asked me, I froze for a minute. I was like, what'd he say?
I want to know where you got Steven from.
So do I.
Like, it ain't even close, bro.
Don't even make sense.
Look, he just wiped my whole brain away with the Tahoe, okay? That's what happened. Usually I like to do the introduction first, then go a shitload crazy, but you know what I'm saying? He insisted, and I was like, I will not pass up. But what is good, everybody? It is your boy, Young Hippy. As you can tell, I'm high as fuck because I ain't even get as hyped as I usually do on the intro. I'm in autopilot. I'm feeling great. I needed that because I've been craving some dabs. Like, real talk, I'm all out. All I got is hash. Sad, right? I just got a little hash temple ball that I really am trying to cook. You know, it's like a year old right now, so it's just collecting.
Is that same one still?
Yeah. I don't touch
Because
it.
I took like a couple little scrapes off it when I had it in my possession, but like I just let it sit there.
Yeah, man. Belle should be here on like Wednesday or Thursday. She has all my raw material that she's turning into hash and hash rosin. So I'm excited for that, man. Not only do I get to smoke my shit in flower form, but also in rosin form, and that's pretty exciting to me. So
Best of both worlds.
you know what I'm saying? I can't wait for that, man. Belle, if you're listening, come on now. Get back from the Grand Canyon. You probably ain't even got no service anyway out there just off the grid doing dope shit. Anyways, it's your boy Young Hippy. I got my guy, K-Boog. What time is it?
You know it's 4:20 somewhere.
Hey, check it out, man. And we about, I think I'm already there. I'm ahead of the curve right now. But we're going to keep the train going and get as high as we possibly can today because I ain't got shit to do after this. So I'm going to go catch some Z's, hopefully.
And with that, we're going to take a quick moment to shout out our sponsors, Grow Sciences, for always keeping the train rolling over here.
For sure, because I would have forgot that.
Shout out to Matt.
Big Matt. We got Alex and Alex in the building. I'm trying to reassure myself, like, bro, that's it. Like,
It is, Alex.
Don't second guess. You're
I'm
there.
gonna start getting you note cards, bro.
I need some. I need
Someone in
some.
the corner.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, someone standing right there. Like, yeah,
Not Steve and Steve.
That's my worst. Like, that's just the worst. I can't remember names that well. It's just hard for me. So, like, that's probably what Steven came in because, like, that was just easy for me to remember. And I don't know where the fuck to come up. I don't know where. You know what?
Steven's
I just
really
pulled it
easy
out.
for me to remember.
I was like, I
You
swear.
really got to him.
I was like, before I threw it out there and asked you, I was like, I swear they said Steven. I'm just like debating with myself, like, nah, it's Steven for sure, bro. But before you sound stupid, go ahead and ask. And I'm glad I did, man, because we would have introduced you as Steven and Steven on the show, and this would have never existed. So
We would have rocked with it.
I know.
I think it sounds like your new aliases.
It could be, honestly.
Code name.
Funny thing is, everybody mixes us up all the time,
That's great.
everywhere we go.
I mean, you got the same name. How do you got, like, I would imagine Big Alex and Little Alex, right? Like, is that how they, because, like, you're, like, 8 feet tall, and you're, like, my
He's also
size.
like 10 years younger than me.
Oh, okay. You know what? It's because he be in the lab, you know what I'm saying? He just got that grown man. I've tried, you know, and then...
Comes in a little patchy.
You know, so I told my barber to take it down a little bit, and he took it down more than I wanted to. So, you know, I could feel childish today.
Man.
I'm going to start with, for camera's sake, I'm going to call you Steven and Alex. No, I'm just kidding.
You can call me Smith, and you can call him Groot.
Groot and Smith and Groot?
Yeah.
Okay.
That works.
My guy Smith. Why don't you give yourself a quick introduction, man? What you do and...
Yeah, so I've been in the cannabis industry in Arizona since 2012.
Okay.
Built out, it was, I believe, the first or second grow in Arizona at the time. It was first one in Phoenix. Like, I had the city of Phoenix crawling up my ass for all kinds of different things. They had no idea
We need some more money from you because...
Well, it was more like stupidity of like they didn't even know what to classify us as for getting like an occupancy permit. They had no clue. And so we were the first ones. So they came through, they did pictures. Like, it was so bad at one point because they were literally going to pull all our permits. Like, I straight up started bawling in front of the dude because I was $1 million into it. And I'm like, yo,
What, you're going to what?
I need this permit. Like, don't do this to me.
You know what I had to do to get here?
Exactly.
You know how many nights I stayed counting this money?
It was so much worse than that, especially in Arizona. Like, if you guys know Arizona, you know it's a shark pit out here when it comes to owners. So, yeah, I did that grow. I sold out of that grow. I went and built the Nirvana Center.
Okay.
I was actually the founder of that dispensary.
Okay.
There was a bunch of stuff that happened. I dipped out and went and built another grow.
Damn, my guy's just the grow god over here. He just building grows.
I did 3 businesses in cannabis from the ground up in under 6 years and burned myself out completely and took 2 years off, which I was telling you about. Went and basically, every other month was staying at my buddy's cabin up north, tripping on mushrooms and all kinds of stuff, just like
Fuck yeah.
needed a complete life
Reconnecting
reset.
with yourself.
At everything, like reset of everything. And COVID hit, and like COVID hit at the exact same time that I was already looking at getting back in for rec. Because I was like, okay, I've had my time off. Like, I want to go give this one more try, and I'm going to go do it as big, as awesome as possible. And COVID hit, and it was like the world stopped turning for everybody else except for me, in the sense that I just kept hammering away at what I was trying to get done. And here we are, a year later, and like we're getting ready to open. We've got a massive grow. Everything turned out exactly the way I had hoped it would.
You guys already got some buzz, too, I'm telling you. Like, I heard about y'all from the homie, and I was like, that sounds familiar. I think, BZ just ordered something for those guys. Like, not because I made those cupcakes for the Earl Cup. Okay. And I was like, oh, shit.
And for those of us that don't know yet, because we haven't mentioned it, I don't think, what is the name of the company?
Project Scepter.
Damn.
Yeah. I wanted something really cool. Like, I didn't want the normal... I did not want to build a company based off the normal cannabis vibe, the normal, like, the same old bullshit, the same old routine. I wanted something completely different. And, like, it even came down to changing my mentality of what kind of business am I running. So instead of running a cannabis company, I'm building a pro cannabis sports team.
Oh, shit,
and that's the mentality difference. So
I want to be a player.
I want to hear what we're talking about.
So what
I'm trying to get drafted, sir.
So what I'm talking about is like...
Where's the combine at?
I met Alex. Alex came to me and he's like, he saw some of the stuff I had started posting about the building. He wanted to rent some space, and it formulated and turned into a partnership. And that happened with 5 or 6 other operators in the industry that were really, really, really good at what they did, that had more than 10 years experience.
And you probably had that reputation, and people were like, man, I got to go with dude. Like,
yes and no. It was also just like, I knew what I was building, and so the allure of what was being built was in itself enough, but so was the reputation of it. A lot of it came down to people called around to see who I was, and it was like, okay.
Well, I mean, if you've got the time in the industry, have built a good reputation, then you have a great idea, and you can explain it to people.
Exactly.
Then all they have to do is a little bit of homework, and they're like, well, why wouldn't I go with this guy that's been
3 grows in 6 years? I mean, it's a pretty big deal, you know what I'm saying? I'm just on my first one at the crib, and I'm like, sheesh.
It was a lot. I was, when I first started, I was 23. I did, like, all the crazy shit that I wanted to check off my milestones, like, did the high times thing, got awards for all that stuff. And by the time I was burned out, it was like none of that bullshit really mattered. The only thing I wanted to do was grow the best fucking weed I could possibly find. I didn't care how much it cost. I didn't care what it took. Didn't care what I had to sacrifice. And there's been a lot of that.
Word.
You got my mind going now, G. We're going to get back to you, my guy. Group, my man. So, why don't you introduce yourself, my guy, whenever you're ready.
So,
you're just hella calm over there, bro. I'm like...
I'm always chilling, bro.
It's that shit you got in that jar. Look, y'all know I don't play. what they're about to bring to the market is something I've never experienced before, because my guy Smith busted the jar open and I'm like, okay, this smells nice as hell. Like, I fuck with it. Then he broke that shit apart, like started dabbling in it, and I was like, this ain't the same shit. He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, hold up, let me dabble in it, and then I take a dab, and I'm like, this ain't the same shit, bro. Stop playing. Like, it was like as if I was getting it and preparing it. He's over there like switching up the flavors with his mind. Like, now it's time. Now it's time. It's like the Willy Wonka with that 3-course piece of gum when she's like chewing. No, it's blueberries. It tastes like blueberries. Like, nah, man, that was wild. Like, I was expecting, like you said, that blueberry nose, right? I was expecting that all in the taste, and I got straight garlic. Like, and if you guys don't know, GMO is my all-time, like, is my favorite strain, right? So when I hit that, that's what I got. I was like, this is GMO. This ain't no Tahoe. Like, I haven't even smoked any Tahoe that tastes like this. So that's crazy. I'm sorry, bro.
You're good,
About
bro.
you, man. About you. I'm sorry.
You're good. I'm Alex DeGroot. I'm the owner of Solventless Refinery and then the co-director of operations for Project Scepter. I've kind of gone through 6 different contracts before I ended up with Scepter. Kind of just was like-minded individuals, and that's kind of what I was looking to work with, especially with the fact that I can be in the grow, I can grow my own, and call myself single source as like an extraction company.
That's
is a
dope.
definite plus for myself.
That's dope, because you have control over everything now, right? Just from the genetics to how they're grown to how they're taken care of, then to how they're processed. So that shit, man, like, hats off to you, sir. Like, that's, I think a lot of just talking to Bell, like, that's something that extractors like really, really strive for, is being able to have control over the grow, the strains, because they know what washes well and what's going to produce, right? So I'm excited, man, because I assume you're responsible for what's in these jars.
Yeah.
Shit,
It's all
sir.
in-house stuff.
Shit, sir. Okay, like, I love my rosin, right? But I'm a flower guy. So as soon as that flower is ready, you hit your boy up. But that's you?
That's it.
Oh, you the flower man. Okay. You know what? We're gonna learn a little bit more about y'all here in a minute. Okay. I'm trying to jump the gun here and pull it back. And let's talk about our weeks. K-Bug, starting with you. How was your week, my guy? Sounds
Good,
like you
man.
just had a whole bunch of good news coming at you. Concerts,
I
traveling.
mean, the whole concert tours being announced this week was pretty dope, because
You've been waiting for that,
bro.
G.
I've got 4. I've had 4 different Fish Show tickets for over a year now that I've just been trying to get to my first ever Fish Show.
I remember when you first
And-
got those. Bro, I got these
Dude,
fish tickets.
I was so stoked. And then COVID happened like 2 weeks after I paid for them. And then they were, reschedule. You can get your money back. No, I don't want my money back. I want to go to the show when the show is rescheduled.
I want my shows.
I want my shows, man. So what was really dope is they rescheduled that whole tour. They actually added some dates too. And I'm going to go see them in September up in Denver for the Labor Day weekend, 3 nights. And then they're doing the LA show that was originally supposed to be in July is now October 24th, which is a Sunday night. And they added a Friday night show on October 22nd in Phoenix. So I'm going to try to get to Phoenix. I don't know if I'll be able to make the drive to Phoenix or not from here. But I'm going to try to get to that and then
fly.
head out to LA and, do a little mini tour.
Shit.
But yeah, and then NFL schedule announced this week too, and the Packers are playing in Arizona the Thursday night after those shows,
That's dope.
and I'm going to try to get to that. And then Fish is playing in Vegas that following weekend for Halloween, and I might try to go to the Halloween show, just because they do a big Halloween show typically.
Do they?
Yeah, they do they'll usually do like a normal first set, and then they'll do like a costume second set where they'll do like,
That's pretty dope.
well, they've done like covers of different like other bands' albums or things like that. So they always do something kind of cool for Halloween just to like step it up another notch. So it's kind of like one of those things where their tickets are like on a lottery basis to begin with. So I'm like, let me put in for the lottery for that night. If I get it, it's meant to be. If not,
Oh well.
oh well. So we'll see how that goes. Other than that, I don't know if anybody saw, I popped out a little bit of teaser video for a new idea I got cooking. It's still cooking, to be honest, but
Boom boom.
look for that. It's going to be called 5 on It.
Boom boom. Boom boom. I'm running out of breath. I'm sorry. I can't keep
And
going.
I'm trying to think of what else, man. Other than that, whole lot of hippie shit.
Oh, you switched it to.
I got a
Speaking of,
I got a suggestion from a fan.
he told me
this
to tell you
morning
that right now.
He
Just pulled up.
Yeah, I saw it on the. Oh, that was the dude that was here.
Yeah, well, he was outside.
Okay.
I gave everybody that made their donation to the hippie signs came and picked their flower up so they can run a gas pass for
Well,
me.
he said it on the post on Instagram that I put out there this morning. He told
yeah,
me to do it.
he just
and I
told
was
me
like,
to tell you right now to your face.
I got you.
Yeah.
So
Word.
yeah, man.
Okay, I like that.
And I finished another. I think I only finished one book this week, maybe 2.
Okay, you're still ahead of me on the book, so
I got you.
no worries. I haven't read a single one. I'm sorry, I don't read.
We gotta change that.
Honestly, the one I just finished was the third in a series about the Mexican cartel, kind of historical fiction type of deal. Like, some of it was like, that's definitely really happened, and some of it was like, well, they just had to change that dude's name. Like the new president, which was the former president, and they changed his name, and basically his real estate company was taking money from the Mexican cartels while trying to say, all you Mexicans are doing drugs and we're going to build the wall and you're going to pay for it. I don't know who they were talking about. His name was Dennison in the book, though.
Lit.
Interesting.
But no, it was
Dennison, huh?
it was it was one of those things where it was after reading the prior 2 books, like reading the third one and getting the closure to the whole story that went from the 70s in Mexico, like burning down the poppy fields, all the way to like present day, basically. I was
Damn.
like, all right, it's a pretty good.
Shit.
That sounds pretty cool.
And
Okay.
like I said, it's like historical fiction. So if you go back and look at a lot of the things that they're talking about, they actually happened.
All right. See, I'm a nonfiction guy, so you said we're gonna have to change that.
Bro, I just gave him the Bhagavad Gita like 3 days
is
ago.
that?
Seriously?
Oh shit!
I didn't even-
Hey, look.
No, we don't want to go. We don't want to go down that rabbit hole right
We
now. Like
do.
that's like 4 hours.
That's
Oh, it's
4
deep.
hours.
That's like 4
You
hours.
can't give us
minimum.
like a quick this is what it's about.
There's no
type
bumper
shit?
sticker for this.
Quick is it's about a guy who's going into war and he's trying to come to terms with that, and his interaction with gods and divine powers. That's as far as I'm gonna go because it's such a
shit.
big. But it's considered religious scripture,
Oh, I feel it.
so it's very interesting.
Is it hard to read? It's got that.
Nothing's hard to read.
that
It's
no,
just,
I
you
mean
might
like
want to read it 2 or 3
those
times. to
fucking
like,
yeah, like those man, like because I was taking what was it? Ancient world mythology or some shit.
You did some kind of mythology
And
class.
some of those stories in there, like Beowulf, when you trying to read that, like, see, I like shit like that. Like, I like mythology and shit. So I could catch myself reading something like that. But I'm saying, like, there's some shit where you're like, bro, what? That's not even a real word, dude. Like,
That's how I feel like when I go and I read stuff from like Thomas Jefferson.
yes.
Like legit, like I look at the way they wrote and I'm like, damn,
What
like
the fuck?
I read some stuff from like the 40s, 50s, 60s. Sometimes I'll go back like that far, and some of those authors, I start reading. I'm like, man, you're just trying to use big words to make yourself sound smarter, aren't you? And it's almost like that annoys me. Like it's almost like uppity writing.
no, the elites back in those days definitely had the uppity the aristocratic writing. Like they had that shit down to a T.
I've gotten
Y'all
into the
got me
habit of
intrigued,
having like
fellas.
Now I got you on to read a book,
I'm
don't
having
I?
like 3 or 4 different books going at a time because like the different writing styles. Like I can't read that late at night. That's too intense for me to read late at night. I need something that I could just turn through pages and laugh about. So I kind of switch it up like that.
I can't read comedy. I have to watch it
Oh,
or
really?
listen to it. I can't read comedy.
Bro,
I can't.
I can get that.
It was kind of weird
be a
to,
little
because
weird.
I just started reading, like,
But you like
really
memes.
reading
Huh?
in
You like
September.
memes.
I love memes.
But, like, reading some
Futuristic
stuff,
comedy.
it's weird when you find yourself laughing out loud sitting in
Hey,
your room reading.
that's what I was just fucking picturing in my fucking head right now. That's because he's like, I fucking
psychopath.
can't stand reading comedy, and I'm like picturing him like sitting there reading like, aha. Like in the middle of a fucking airport or some shit. Like 'cause that's where you find most people reading books is at the airport.
I definitely do laugh out loud, especially when I'm reading memes. Like I will straight up just start cracking up.
I do that shit too, but like I try not to do it around the missus because she's like, "Why you over there smiling at your phone?" It's like, "Fuck, look,
Bro,
it's just a meme."
Everybody
Like,
does that.
Sheesh.
Everybody. I was on the way here, and he's like, "Who you texting?" Like,
like you big ass cheat. Like, bro, no,
Bro,
look.
you were texting someone like an angry fucking like
Oh,
an angry
shit.
X.
Oh,
Paragraphs.
it was a long one, huh?
I mean, listen. I run a company. Like,
I've
I'm
not-
not. I'm not always gonna be a happy camper.
I feel it, bro. Yeah, like, listen. Okay, we're good.
I'm gonna have to get the name of that book that you said before we leave, but
Absolutely.
let's move on from that subject.
So Smith, my guy, what's being the busy man you are? What's your typical week look like?
Oh god.
Oh shit.
He says, "Oh God," because I like
There
the
is
whole
no
the whole
typical
the whole
week.
grow crew. Like
I
I'm
know,
I'm
I
around
have
them a
to
lot,
Change this question.
but I'm on the phone probably 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours out of a day.
Okay.
Easy. If not like 10 hours out of the day, I'm on the phone. And that's only because right now our business is in such a place where we're putting together all types of different deals to grow, all types of different partnerships based around, we're trying to have all different kinds of brands work with us. We're trying to bring in brands from international, from out of country.
Oh, shit.
We're doing all kinds of different stuff that, we're looking at building a tissue culture lab right now that we're going to be bringing in a company from out of country to run all kinds of various things. And so
Tissue culture.
I don't even understand what that means.
Yeah.
So, like I got a picture in my head of a science lab, but I don't know what you do with tissue culture.
Yeah, that's where I
in
was
the
at.
cannabis
So
industry.
it
or if you're even branching out from that and just saying we're doing everything.
No, we're just doing it specific to cannabis. But basically what it is you're essentially creating a lab-grade, pharmaceutical-grade clone that comes with all of the upsides and none of the downsides. So you take a piece of a plant that is literally the size of, like, your nail.
Oh shit, I seen
So,
that.
and then you put it in what is essentially an in vitro or an in vivo petri dish. So it's literally just a mix of minerals and nutrients.
So you guys are gonna be like a half step away from making Jurassic Park.
No, I mean maybe. Give me 10 years.
You say
and
clone.
Give me
I
10
see-
years and we'll rediscuss
I
this.
seen Tiki do that shit.
A lot of cannabis companies are now starting to
That's
look at doing
dope.
it.
Because I was like, what is that called? And I'm like, that's dope. Like, I think that's dope.
Essentially refreshes the genetics.
It's like starting it from scratch, right?
Seed
Like-
vigor.
So you can really keep essentially a specific strain alive indefinitely.
Indefinitely, and not only that, but you can now
That blows
create
my
new
mind.
moms that have the seed vigor. You can eliminate any pest, any bacterial infection, any viral pathogen, anything within the plant that is a negative. You can get rid of it.
You can essentially kind of CRISPR it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
In layman's terms.
In layman. Yeah. Absolutely. You can CRISPR the hell out of it.
concept-wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're playing with the
You're
genetic. Do plants have genetic code?
They do. So
Yeah, they have DNA.
Yeah. So you're playing with the plant DNA rather than playing with.
That's what Phylos did. They stole everyone's plant DNA.
don't get
and-
me started on
Oh,
that, bro.
shit. Oh,
Don't
man.
do it. The
That's
cool
some
thing is though
tea?
is like you see regular cloning all the time where people just take cuttings.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is just a safer, more effective,
More like perfected.
more perfected
Yes.
way to do it, and
It's
the
a clean
scale.
room.
You can control everything.
Yep.
That's fucking.
You can even eliminate the stuff you couldn't eliminate the other if
other
you
way.
wanted to.
And you can do it on a scale 1/1,000,000th of what you would be. Like if you took 1,000,000 clones and you did 1,000,000 tissue culture clones, you're talking about far difference in space use.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a question. Are you looking for interns or?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Because your boy just got into growing, all right?
I see the stuff you were putting up on the Instagram.
Yeah.
Which is this?
That's the number 3s, man.
This is the 3s.
Yeah.
And this is your favorite of it.
1 and 3 is.
1 and 3
3
is?
three crept.
Let me see it.
3 crept. Well, there's a
Send
little.
that over here.
I gotta admit. All right, ignore the trim. It's my first time literally doing everything.
Looks pretty good, man.
How long you been growing for?
This is his first batch.
That's my first
Bro,
time ever,
props.
dude.
Like, they're
80
listen.
days?
I'll be
What,
straight with
80
you.
days?
My first grow didn't get that far.
Thanks, man. I mean,
I'm just being real.
I
Like,
have a lot of. Here's another strain. I think this one's like Showgirls or some shit like that.
So are you done curing this now too? Or is it
I mean,
kinda-
there's no such thing.
There's no
as
such, it
being
just keeps
done.
kind of rolling.
Yeah, it's still rolling, but it's to the point to where I'm like sharing it now. You feel me? Like
Smells good.
I gave it to folks to like hit a review for me, you know, and the next grow that's in harvest or in flower right now, dude, like I'm already excited because I can see the improvements from the first to that one, like just taking effect. Like I should see fatter colas, you know, like equal size buds, none of that larf shit. So I'm just excited, man. You know?
did you grow in soil or did you grow in
I
hydro?
use cocoa.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Under LED, and the dope thing is I have a HPS, so now I'm gonna run both, and
Nice.
I'm gonna
Supplemental.
see. Yeah, I'm gonna see. I because everybody before I got into growing, you know, I was asking a million questions, and every grower, when I would say what light do you use, they all had different answers because some of them live and die by traditional, and some of them live and die by LEDs, and they'll both tell you different answers. So I'm like, I want to put this myth to the test, right? And that wasn't why I bought the light. I bought it because I needed it. I was like, bro, it's a steal, so I'm going to go ahead and grab it. But now that I have it and I can really, like, I really can confidently say I can grow cannabis and just really, yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad.
The buds don't necessarily stick to my fingers, but my fingers stick to myself after playing with them.
Yeah.
So I take that as a win.
I put that on, and you know what? Trying to figure out how to dry was...
Probably hash well.
Say what?
It'll probably hash well.
Oh yeah, Belle's got it right now. So that's what I'm saying. I can't wait to see. Like she was when I gave it to her, she said it looked magnificent. You know, so that's why I'm asking about interning because like I just want to learn, dude. You know, I don't make any money off this shit.
You can intern anytime because I'll be straight with you. I've seen a lot of growers over the last decade plus. Not many of them have put out quality on their first run. Even with access to all the information nowadays and everything, like respect.
Well, and that's one thing, and I've kind of touched on it before. Anybody can do this per se, but it's only the people that are going to take the time and dedication to do it right. And like Jordan, coming from the culinary background he came from, mixing and measuring is like second nature to him.
Yep.
So,
baking taught me patience like a motherfucker, bro.
Like so it's no surprise to me that he came out swinging.
They probably do good at hash too, bro.
Man, I
I
can't
know
wait.
a lot of dudes that came from the culinary world and became hash masters.
Well, see, Belle asked me if I wanted to be her protege, and I was like, well, fuck, dude, I never thought about it, but why not? You know how to grow weed and make like that'd be lit. Like that'd be dope.
Do it.
My
I'm
buddy
in
in Illinois that started growing, he literally like just
created
bought a
the strain?
press and just started figuring it out.
That's what I did.
Like
Well, that's
he
all
hit,
Bell does,
he hit me up about
And look
it
at y'all.
and said, "I'm thinking about getting this stuff and this stuff. What do you think?" I was like, "I really don't know anything about it, but I know one person that I could ask that'll give me an answer for you." And I hit up Belle about it, and she was like, "That stuff's okay. It's a little probably more than he needs for his own setup. He could get this, and it would probably be about the same price and a little bit better." And he was like, "Dude, you got back to me really quick, but I was so anxious to get it, I'd already just bought what I had sent you." But, I mean, and I totally understand. And he sent me pictures of it. He's in Illinois. I haven't tried it, but he's pretty happy with what he's been able to do on his own.
Props and respect to anybody who's willing to spend their own money to fuck it up a few times to figure out how to do it right.
That's facts. I've done that a lot. And I
I
think that's
bought all these cameras.
man, you know what I'm saying? The cameras, like laptops, whole lot of baking shit for sure. When it came to growing nutrient, I don't think I burned through. Like I didn't have to flush a lot. It's not bad, huh? You guys want some? I mean, he has the pipe, but you have the extra pipe. I do have alcohol wipes here.
I've got an extra pipe that I can.
That Tahoe fucks me up, so
He's-
I'm gonna hold off for a minute.
No, yeah, you're good, dude.
honestly
But I
not a
definitely
Tahoe
would like
person.
to take some home with me if that's okay.
Yeah, for sure, bro. I got a little nug here.
Well, if anything changes, there's an extra pipe.
Hell yeah. Yes. Beautiful.
That's the number 3. So I grew three phenos. Number 1 and 3 were the winners for me.
What was this strain?
That's Obama Runs. By
Oh.
I'm a big fan of Obama Kush.
Obama Kush is fire.
yeah, what it fuck, I forgot the fucking breeders. I tagged them though. I can't remember their name. But I got it from the homie and he buys all his genetics like fire. Like I got that gastro pop from him. I can't wait to pop that shit. Oh my god.
Ooh, nice.
Anyway, enough about me. Let's talk a little bit or a lot of it about some Solventless Refinery and Project Scepter.
That's
I
the
was gonna make up another
You're gonna
word.
say Steve, bro?
I was gonna say like Scepter or some
Don't,
stupid shit.
dude.
I'm
That's
done.
that's what BZ did for like the first 3 weeks, and I swear I almost had like an
You're
aneurysm.
fucking up my branding, man.
Bro, I was like I was trying to hold back the anger inside of like, can you not pronounce this right? And then it turns out like after 3 weeks she was like, I thought you wanted me to pronounce it that way. Like fuck.
Listen, guys, this is
man,
how
don't be
it's.
afraid
Look,
to say it, man.
we're having an
Scepter.
office meeting today at 3. Okay,
Here's how you say the name of the company you all work for.
right? Right. Look, make sure you clock out though. Okay. I was just kidding.
What are you talking about? Everybody's on salary.
Oh, damn, dog. Like, I like that. Okay. Look, we don't have to get into all that shit. I want to talk. Are
I'm
you
on
guys?
salary so I can work more than 40 hours a week and not have to pay him more. I'm just playing with you.
This ain't that. Stop, man.
Here's the truth though.
I bet you they want to work
The truth,
more than 40 hours a week
no.
for
The
you.
truth is though, is he has a point. Like cannabis is one of those industries where my opinion is you're always on call. Like when you go build out a grow, I liken it to like going on tour with the military, like going on deployment. Like you're 24/7 in the shit. You don't get time off. You don't get days off. Like when you're running a 10-acre farm, like the plants dictate your life. You don't dictate your life.
The whole life.
And that's just that. So,
Because if you're gonna do it right, you have to be there with them.
exactly.
You
And
can't
so
do it remotely yet.
I don't want to pay people hourly because I want to pay a good salary. I want people to get living wages, but I also want them to be happy as fuck when they're putting in that 80-hour work week. And that's also
They're
by
not
the-
questioning why they're there.
right, exactly. But that's also why the whole sports team concept, everybody owns equity. So not only do they get salary, but they all own equity.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Where do I send my resume?
Fuck, bro. Like, are you guys on the shows yet? Not yet. Or do you guys have like a date planned or in mind or
End of summer,
end of summer?
probably.
Damn,
We had a little speed bump.
I feel that.
Are you guys gonna have your own shop, or do you guys
Hopefully
have
one day.
spots where you're planning on being placed first?
We have places that have placed pre-orders and have said that they want our product on their shelves.
Is any of that disclosable?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I gotta ask, right?
Well,
But-
if you keep an eye on our Instagram,
Yeah, see, that was
definitely
gonna be
You'll
my-
find out when
Yeah.
you'll find out when it's common knowledge.
keep a close eye. That's
That
all I
was
can
about
say.
to be my next question. Was what is your guys' handle? That way people can keep their eye on that, because I know right now like the hash and the rosin game is kind of, I mean, fucked up, to be honest with you. Right? There's not really too many brands, if any, doing it correctly.
And if they are doing it, they're all doing it with the same like 3 grows.
So I'm excited to see somebody new with some new, like, I mean, dude, said Tahoe, right? I'm like,
Tahoe
okay.
Cure.
I'm just like, cool, right? Cause that cool. But when you did what you did with it, dude, it's like, yo, it's like 3 different Tahoe phenos in there, right? Like that's what you think of. That's how you think about it. If you're like someone who knows about the difference between phenos, it's like you're getting different phenos in one through every cycle. Like how to. I don't want to ask you your fucking like process.
How do you do this?
How do you do it? How long have you been like making hash and stuff?
2.5 years now.
That's ridiculous, my dude. And it's all from your flower, or like are you?
No, I used to do my own flour, and I would work with local friends that had their own flour, and I would just do small batches and stuff like that. That's how I started. But dude, I would spend like every night up until like 3:30 in the morning reading, watching videos, like absorbing as much information as I possibly could.
Fucked your lungs
Can I
up
ask
a
you
lot.
a question? Do you feel like you learned more doing that or just doing it?
Both. I mean, I'm
Like
one
you
that can learn
you learned
from other
ideas.
people's mistakes.
You learned ideas through watching the videos, and then when you were able to put them into practice through actually doing it, you kind of
felt my own way. Yeah, definitely. But I'm also one that can like learn from people's mistakes too.
I'm
Not just my own.
See, I can see people be like, real
damn, I lost
hard-headed.
my
I gotta
whole
make a bunch
harvest.
of mistakes when I'm doing something.
Me and you both.
Yeah, I have no
And I'll
problem
go,
making mistakes,
like-
but if I can avoid them, I will.
Like when I first started doing photography and started getting into Photoshop, man, I did so much stuff the hard way for years before I finally decided, you know what? You tell people all the time at GoDaddy, watch a basic tutorial to get your feet wet and then go from there. And you've never done a basic tutorial on Photoshop, and you're, just trying to do it without watching anything. And I finally went back and watched one of the Adobe intro tutorials that has you do like a bunch of things to make a final project. And I was like, bro, I've been doing so much stuff the hard way, and this was so worth the time it took me to do this, and I'm an idiot for not doing it before this.
Exactly.
That's
the
usually
lost
where
But then I
sleep was worth
still,
it.
but then I still make the mistake and don't do that for everything. I always try to just figure it out on my own first,
I'm the same way.
and then go back and oh, I see where I messed up there. Okay, I see why I messed up there, and then, yeah.
Dude, I originally was a mechanic, so I did mechanicking for like 3-4 years, and I was all by the book on what I got paid. So if I don't do an engine swap in 8.5 hours, I do it in 10 hours, I don't get paid for that extra time that isn't 8.5 hours. Versus now I'm going through and trying to find these shortcuts and different ways that I can do it faster to make money off of that way of making money with the books.
Word.
Yeah, so
Sheesh.
always trying to find new ways to do things.
Have to in this game. It's still so early on, and it's still so new that if you're not innovating on a daily basis,
Well, I mean, 10 years ago, this stuff didn't even really exist.
Exist,
I mean, it
yeah.
did,
Exactly.
but not like it is today.
No.
we're
Shout out
It did
Harvest
from
Right.
it did from the concept of concentrates existed.
oh god, yeah. I mean, when you think about the fact that rosin really wasn't a thing 3-4 years ago, it was, we joke about it
The
all
first time I
time.
heard it, I was like, "What?"
What is that?
I used
People
to,
were taking hair.
I used to scrape rosin out of my bowl and
You remember
smoke
the
it when
hair
I was out of
presses,
weed.
right? Dude, people were taking the fucking hair presses and they were using that. That
do
shit
remember
was
that shit.
hilarious.
Oh my
dude, I was
god,
doing
fucking
that.
this
Bro,
shit up.
everybody
did that
was
shit.
doing that. The whole world.
I've been doing hash for a little bit longer.
I
forgot I did
now
that,
now that
8 years ago.
now that you bring that up,
Yeah, sorry guys, I brought up the skeletons out of the closet.
listen,
Goodness
that's
gracious.
okay, because I'm sure it was good back then too. It's a little better now, because you're getting all the turfs, but it's still probably did
It's a
its
whole
thing.
nother level now.
Yeah.
Like the stuff when he first came over, the first day I met this guy, he comes over with his whole rig set up, and I get the joke, right? They call me Corporate Craig. That's kind of the joke because like I told you, I wasn't smoking for a few years. I took some time off. This guy comes over. First time he comes over, has his whole this crazy piece that's just like an alien or something. Has his what is it that measures the heat on your dab rig?
See,
I got the official dab tray temper.
Oh, shit.
He's got all this crazy stuff, right?
I thought about getting one of those like little laser things.
Dude, so worth it.
Yeah,
100%
laser
worth it.
thermometer.
I agree with him now.
I got one.
But it was like reopening the door to the cannabis industry because he dabbed me out, and I was just like, fuck. I have not had rosin this good at all.
You'd been out of
Like,
the game for like 2 years, and he kicked your throat in.
He literally just came in and
That's what I
like
tried to do.
bulldozed me. And I was like,
Brought his alien.
okay, I'm
He
sold.
was stuck.
There's
Brought
no
the
way you
gas.
don't want to work with me now.
Yeah, he got me. It was a smart move. Tactical.
He was like, why?
Great interview,
He was
sir.
like, why
Well
should-
played.
Why should I hire you? By the time I leave here, you will not be able to get out of your seat, sir.
Because you won't be able to tell me no.
Oh, shit.
Bro, the product always speaks for itself.
Bro, look,
There's no lie there.
I've been sitting here just eyeing this GMO, man. You know, like, I'm a little nervous because how that Tahoe, just
But
bopped
looking
me
at how
up.
big of a dab you got in there makes my lungs hurt.
Send yourself, bro.
So I want to get in. Oh, shit.
ooh.
Thank you,
This is yours?
Flying OG.
Hey.
I just texted
Okay. He's always stopping by with gifts. Shout out to Scott. I think he grew that. If you guys don't know, he owns Tico, Tried Hydro, but I know him as Tico. They like cannabis teas and stuff, like
Nice.
with the bionutrients or some shit like that. Like the little microorganisms that go
Compost tea type things.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a whole lot of scientific shit that he was talking
Living
about.
organisms is
Yeah.
what I
Yep.
remember a lot of.
Yeah.
Nice.
Basically,
It was a lot of science info.
Yeah, he
We
lost
do a
me.
lot of that over here.
Yeah, he lost the fuck out of me when he got into the scientific part. But then when he started talking athletics, I was like, I get what you're saying. Sign me up. So it basically was like, helps your plants get the nutrients they need, like fattens up the stems so they get all the nutrients to the top colas, and it's 100% like organic and shit.
Like if you go look at most like world record fruiting bodies, they almost always come from organic soil.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Same thing with like highest terpenoid content
And that's
things
what
like that.
you're growing in?
That's what we do.
And, what is Project Scepter?
So Project Scepter is essentially it's an off-site grow. So it is the totality of everything. It is we grow the flower. We are the main brand, if you will.
Like the lifeline. for
Yeah,
all-
and the company basically that has the agreements with the dispensaries that uses the licenses. It's like the main umbrella company, if you will.
Okay. Okay. And that's where the Solventless Refinery, you're under. So you get the flour from there, and then.
Oh, he's not just getting flour from us. He toll runs for all kinds of
Oh,
different
shit.
other grows as well.
Oh,
it's just so we have
play
a
with all of the resin.
So okay. That's litty, man.
So if you're listening and you're a Arizona licensed grow and you want toll hash made, hit me up.
Oh, and by the way, Project Scepter has the largest walk-in freezer in the state. So if you need to do that, or if you need to store fresh frozen, that's
We don't have to go see this.
You gotta see our
factory
place,
of
bro.
yours, bro.
you got.
It sounds
Have you
like
seen the
Willie-
video of it?
Yes,
I have not.
That's what I'm saying. I gotta get up in there and just. When I
You
get
got to
into
come for a
grows,
tour. Place is massive.
I get
Tell
lost.
me when.
Anytime. So it's in Casa Grande. It's the old Budweiser building. It was their distribution, the Hensley distribution building.
I mean, I don't know what that is per se, but when you say it's a Budweiser distribution building, I can't imagine it's small.
It's a fortress. Like it's literally 4 foot thick concrete. It's literally 30
Wow.
feet into the ground. It's on 10
Historic
acres.
and like a lot of history in it. Yo,
We just found out the other day because one of our guys was our guy Eddie. Shout out to Eddie with OSO Marketing. He was walking through our building and he apparently found a religious picture of Jesus and Mary like hidden behind one of the fire sprinklers, and on top of it was a feather,
Big old feather. Like
big old feather.
this long, one of them boys.
He comes back to us and he sits down with us and he's like, "Yo, I just want to let you guys know like that building is blessed." He's like, "This is what I saw," and then they went back and they looked at it and I was just like, "Oh shit."
Oh, okay. See, you had I thought it was going
He
the
was
other
going,
way.
he was going into a ghost story.
Yeah, I was like,
Well, he does think the building is haunted. Like,
because that was literally before you got into that story. I was about to ask you, you think that building is haunted? I was literally going to ask you that.
I definitely think it is.
Had some weird encounters.
Some weird shit.
It makes weird
Late
noises
nights.
too. Like the whole roof. Like if you walk through it, the roof is always like crack, 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 crack. It's weird.
Have you guys ever been there like late at night after hours?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Going,
Oh yeah.
okay, that was a stupid
We
question.
spend a lot
I
of
take it
time
back.
there, bro.
Yeah, man. Okay, dumb question. Damn.
Sounds like Casa Grande road trip to me.
The
Bro.
sunset on the roof while smoking is the most
Magical.
amazing, magical
But I
thing.
can take some.
While
How's the photo shot from the roof?
It's fucking awesome. We watched a silo grain burn down from the roof.
It'd be pretty cool to do a
Gas pass
time lapse
on the rooftop.
I was
too.
thinking
Oh.
like a time lapse of the sunset.
The sunsets are amazing because there's
If they're-
right where the sun sets, there's a mountain. And so it literally crests
That's-
right behind the mountain.
Yeah.
And just like the colors are insane.
Damn, bro, you sold us. We're
That's
out
what
there.
I do.
We're
be
out
there.
there. Oh yeah, I'll be there, man. Cause wait,
Let's sleep on the roof.
Wild Horse Pass is on the way, ain't it? The casino, and
Yeah.
they have a phenomenal restaurant there. Like,
At Wild Horse,
yeah,
the hotel.
I believe so. If
I
I'm
mean,
not
isn't that
mistaken,
before you even leave Phoenix, though?
It's like right as you're leaving Phoenix. Like right as
it's
you're leaving
on the way to
backside.
Casa Grande.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just past Chandler. If
Like,
you head
it's-
south towards Tucson.
I only read about it.
I guess I'm just saying we don't need to like wait until we're going to Casa Grande to go there.
I mean, I can't disagree with that.
I
Like
guess-
that ain't so far. It needs
Got
to
me
be-
there.
We gotta hit a
If-
couple of places.
If you guys ever want to join the Rita Boys, like,
God.
we're rowdy as fuck.
What is that?
So, the core group of, so it's Alex, myself, Ben, and Silas, and our
Right.
boy Aaron, and that is the core group of, like, Project Scepter when it comes to cultivation and sales.
Okay.
And so, and extraction, obviously. Sorry. And we go by a few various names. The Rowdy Boys, if we're all already drunk, or the Rita Boys, if we're in the process of getting drunk.
Okay. I don't
my,
drink.
my drinking days are.
I
are
didn't.
over.
I didn't drink.
Oh no, I used to.
I didn't. No, I stopped drinking, and
Oh,
then these
shit.
mofos came into my life.
Then I can't hang out with y'all. I'm
Then-
working
then
on
I'm
3.
not allowed.
He can go.
I can go. I'll be honest with you. And
Kristen's
this
gonna
isn't
hear
like,
this podcast and
this
be
isn't
like, nah.
a point of pride for me or anything anymore. But this is like, I've gotten to the point where I drank my quota, and I don't need to drink anymore. And there's a lot of people that, even as drinkers, have a long way to catch up.
I feel that.
And
Damn, dog, you over here trying. Hey, he's calling you. Hey, y'all gotta catch up.
No, I ain't
No,
saying these guys.
but
I'm just
he's
saying,
like, I'm the
I
same
don't need
way.
to go to another party. Is what I'm saying.
Exactly.
I've been to every
I'll go
single
to the
party that
just
there
hold
was.
the booze.
Oh, dude, we used to throw ASU parties. I'm there with you.
Yeah.
No. Look, I'm working
So-
on 3 years. I'm trying to keep that going.
With the
but I don't
diabetes
mind
now,
being there.
That also plays.
I can't. It's I've been too sick for no good reason with the diabetes and trying to drink at the same time. That
Health over everything. I would not like. You know, if I wasn't in
when I'm doing
perfectly good
stupid
shape.
shit with my diabetes, I mean sugar.
Well, come on now.
Alcohol turns into straight sugar,
It
and
does.
it's not worth it.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I mean, a cake.
So, look, man, I don't mean to shit on the hash or anything, but like I said, I'm a flower guy. So, with the hash coming, can we expect to see flower hitting? Like, what all can we expect from this?
Yeah,
like,
you're gonna see flour. You're gonna see hash rosin. You're gonna see.
You guys got
fresh.
an editable department.
Yeah. We're literally within the first 18 months, we'll pretty much have every SKU you can think of
Okay.
under one brand or another, depending on
That's dope.
what we decide internally to do. But you know, we're not counting out any products, and I think we're interested in. My personal goal is to try and get, with Scepter at least, is to try and get the recreational consumer to be
Yeah.
able to consume the highest grade product. So even if it's like a half gram of hash rosin or of live rosin or something like that, if it's cheaper for somebody to purchase, we're going to go do that.
And I can see why you do that because everything's in house.
Well,
and like it gives you that leeway, right? To be able to.
You're cutting margins already.
Yeah. That.
Oh, yeah.
From not having to go out and get some shit that's tested or get some shit that's not tested and go test it yourself. Like you eliminate all that. You know where it's coming from, and it's obviously got some tricks up its sleeve. Like, or maybe that's you. I don't know what it is.
he's got some tricks up his sleeve. We all do. But
Yeah.
I'm a flower guy too, so like for me, like my personal milestone isn't until flowers on the shelves.
Okay.
Under Project Scepter brands, right next to Solventless Refinery, right next to a few other products that are going to come out.
All right. I'm gonna ask you just one more because again, and then we'll get into the real deal questions.
Real deal question.
Are you down to drop any strain names that we can expect? Like,
Sure.
Oh, all day.
Yeah.
because some people try to keep that a secret, like strains and shit. Like,
We're transparent, man. We ain't.
what
Yeah.
y'all got? What y'all got cooking in there?
Tahoe Cure, PB Cup, Garlic Juice, Van Helsing, Titty Sprinkles, Layer Cake, Trump's Breath,
Done.
Cream saver.
Cream Saver,
What?
Jelly breath.
Jelly Breath,
Platinum
Back
Kush
Cross,
breath,
Platinum. Yep.
Shit, fellas. And wait, so is
some
it?
frosted apricots, Georgia apple pie, some headlock. Shout
Head
out-
rush.
You're gonna
shout
break.
out
You guys are gonna
Ghost
break
Creations
him
on that one.
You better chill. You're gonna
A lot
break
of
him.
GMO crosses, bro. You're
You're gonna break him. You better chill.
Let me put it this way. Between myself, Alex, Ben, and Silas, we probably have a seed bank that's worth more than most people's cannabis companies. And
Facts.
Silas is a phenomenal phenotyper. He has found some of, like, you want to talk about the synonymous stuff you guys have probably smoked on the West Coast? Silas is the guy who found it originally. Most people don't know that.
I gotta meet Silas and thank him.
He's on another level when it comes to growers.
Yeah.
And part of the sacrifice that I had to make in running a company is I can't be the grower anymore. So I had to be able to step back. I was unwilling to step back until I found Silas, Ben, and Alex. And then I was like, okay,
You guys got this.
I actually have guys I can
take-
trust.
That's lit.
Like, I can step back now. And it's even still tough to do that.
That's awesome.
But Silas is a G. Like, they're all Gs. They all will crush people. I have no doubt about that.
Fuck, bro. And these are okay. All those strains you just named, they're gonna be available in flower and hash, or are there some just specifically dedicated to the hash? Obviously, because
You'll end up having both. It might not be at the same time,
but eventually.
but eventually you'll probably have
Oh
both.
yeah.
They'll rotate.
I don't care about the look. Okay, I don't strongly care about the hash, but I will fucks with it because I'll collect it, throw it in my collection. Because there are those times where I'm like, bro, I'm like itching for a dab, and right now I'm out. You feel me? I'm out right now. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to get my fix for like 2 weeks. But this right here, I'm excited for it, fellas. Like, for real, not just for the rosin, just like the whole project. Like, to see new brands come into town, it really makes me happy as a cannabis connoisseur. Just because that gives us options. It gives us more options, like, no offense, smoking the same shit, but like I want something new, and like I'm really excited now. Grow Science is dropping new strains, True Med dropping new strains,
Yep.
Potent Planet's working on it, those are my go-tos. But as soon as I see, like, I don't even need to see your flower, like, sign me up.
I can't wait for you to see it, though, honestly.
No, me neither. But I'm saying, like, after hitting this, like, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm with it. I'm excited. I'm excited for the community, man, especially the rec market, because those two brands I mentioned earlier aren't available to the rec market. So to have something of this quality finally be available to them,
Exactly.
I think is huge.
The rec market is shit right now.
it's trash. Like
it's
period.
absolute garbage.
And that's
But it exists.
It
And
does.
that's the thing is,
and that's the important part. is
Exactly.
It exists.
yes. I'm not shitting on the existence. I'm just
No,
like
yeah.
it could be better.
but it could, because like the only ones that
It
the
could
only
be
way better.
Yeah.
Like
They really fucked it up.
Arizona's
We
like
won't get into that.
we probably get talked shit about for our cannabis more than
Oh, we
any
do.
other state.
We
Like,
do. I've been
It's
to
not
I've been
good.
to a few, quite a bit of the legal states. They be oh, what y'all smoking out there? Like, God, man, I don't even want to talk about it, bro. Runs, wedding cake, shit. Every strain of gelato you can imagine is in Arizona. Like, so I'm excited, man. You know,
Are you an old school smoker or like do you
I
like
like
the new
OG,
hypey stuff
dude.
or do you like the old school stuff?
I like that OG. I love OG Kush, like straight
Okay.
up. But
I am by default a sampler.
Okay.
Like, I have strains that when I hear that they're available, I want to go get that strain, and those are more older strains, like, you know,
I ain't gonna lie.
traditional stuff.
That's where my fascination is. Like, I want Great White Shark. Like,
No,
I won't
listen,
be able to rest until I have Great
I
White Shark
fuck
on
with-
on the shelves.
I fuck with these new cats, okay? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I can't. Like,
There's some new look. Kush mints, phenomenal.
I really
right?
like that strain.
GMO, phenomenal.
Agreed.
Right? Like I won't even front, but I miss the OGs. You know, the granddaddy perp, man, like that.
That's
like,
one that I...
the Romulan. You know,
Deadhead
shit.
OG.
You know what I'm saying? Like every fucking OG strain. It's just like the ancestors of marijuana is what needs to come back so people can really appreciate what they're smoking now, right? Because they think what they're smoking now is like God's gift. Like imagine actually smoking God's gift or Northern Lights.
God, it's been a while.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Has
that
been a
type
while.
shit. Like, so I'm excited, man. I appreciate you fellas for coming through and sharing this information, getting the market, not only the medical market hype, but the rec market hype too, because I think it's their turn to finally get taken care of. You know, like cannabis, it is what it is right now, but us medically, we've had our time. We've got to try and complain and cheer up all the good, the bad, the ugly. And right now, all rec is getting is the ugly, right? They're getting the shit into the stick right now. And I'm excited for them to be able to get some of this fuego that's coming on through.
Can they get, like, Nectar Cellar Rec?
I don't know.
Because that's one I, like... That's one that, honestly, I forget
Oh,
about sometimes.
I ain't gonna lie. Okay, Alien Labs and Connected is recreational.
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
steep. You
Yeah.
know, like,
Yeah.
it's steep. You know?
I mean, there really isn't much right now on either market in the mid tier range.
No. And it's going to
Like-
be steep no matter what in rec. Like, it doesn't matter because of the added taxes and the craziness.
Supply and
No, I just mean before the taxes. It's the eighth is steep.
Oh,
You know,
it
that,
is.
That shelf price, it's steep, my
65
dude.
or
Yeah,
70 or whatever
like,
they're at.
$70, $65. Damn, that is it's steep.
And then
Can I
rec
use my
tax
DA?
on top of that?
Yeah, and then it's like, can I at least use my
I'll
DA
tell you
discount?
one-
Not today. Like, whoa.
The one thing for me on that, at least, and I don't get it very often, but if I do go get connected,
It's just
they do
on
give
fire,
me my
bro.
VA.
Bro, light yours up. You're
20%
slacking
off.
on me.
I've been trying to make sure
Or
I
20
can
Don't
talk
let
to
off
you.
all
that,
your
I think
terps
it might
evaporate.
be.
Just
Damn.
letting it sit in that.
You're right.
Nailed
but
it.
Yeah,
really.
Ben uses his DA or his VA discount all the time, and like, he comes out all the time from the dispensaries, and he's like, Jesus, I don't know how people pay these prices.
I mean, like I stopped going to Cureleaf because they won't give me my VA discount on top shelf stuff.
That's trash.
that's messed.
What?
At least the one by me on Camelback, like the last time I went in there and I was just picking up like an eighth of like nectar or something, and I was like, "Yeah, did you get my VA on there?" They're like, "Oh, we don't do that on the premium brands or however they worded it," and I was like, "All right, I heard you.
I see you.
I heard you. Here's your
Yeah,
money.
bro, like,
I won't be
the
back."
hell? This will be the first and the last time.
So what do I gotta try? Well, no. Before I do anything, we got some questions.
You gotta try both.
Shoot.
All right. So this is kind of more just fun questions. So
I'm out the gate.
I got a bunch of them, but we're only gonna do 5.
All right.
So let me get a number between. We'll start with
Time out. Let me get my
150.
shit straight. At least talk. Oh shit!
Did he hit the GMO?
Yeah, you got the
Oh, you got him.
He got the full
he had like
spectrum.
he had like a huge book of it.
And I fucking I cold started out. I got the tears.
He
I got the tears.
I got the tears.
All right.
got.
I got.
All right. Number between 1 and 50.
7.
32.
Well, one at a time. Gentlemen, I can only read one. I can read 2 books at a time, but only one question.
I was first, motherfucker.
All right.
Fair.
Would you rather be a practicing doctor or a medical researcher?
Medical researcher.
Medical researcher for sure.
I think that's usually the answer we get on that question. I agree. I don't really want to be like all up in the blood and guts.
It depends what kind of doctor.
I guess that's true too.
It really depends. But I'm going to go with the
I'd
research.
like to be in the lab.
Look, bro, that GMO got me staring. I'm thinking, like, there's so many doctors. Like, which one would I want to be if I were
exactly.
a doctor? Veterinarian.
So, should we jump to 35 then?
32.
You gonna be a vet? Did you say 35 or 32?
32.
32.
Can't
Listen,
remember
we're gonna
names,
replay
but I
this, and you
remember
better be
numbers.
right, bro. You better not be
You and I
lying
don't
to them.
remember names. We remember faces.
That's
Faces
the
and
thing.
numbers.
All right. Would you rather have one real get out of jail free card, or a key that opens any door?
Ooh.
I already know my answer, and you know my answer.
You know, I've done my thing in jail, so I'm okay with it. I'm gonna definitely take that to the door.
The key to the door.
Key to the door. I like that too.
Get out of jail free card.
Yeah.
If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it big.
Jesus Christ. That's what we got lawyers for, bro.
Listen, if the lawyer doesn't win though,
But like,
if the lawyer doesn't win, I'm taking that key out of my pocket
But-
and reaching out the door and.
Look, see,
Deuces.
handcuffs off, we out, bro. any door, any lock.
You know,
I mean,
I'm gone,
mentally
bro.
though, like I'm already in the place where there is no locked doors. Like every door is unlocked. It's just a matter of opening the door. So
Man,
if I'm gonna do
you
anything
can't be doing
stupid,
this right now to me. G.
And I want to be real. I'm not like trying to break in places with a key to go take stuff that I shouldn't be taking.
I got the key,
I just want to be able to open some shit up.
you just want to open Pandora's box and have a look.
look.
Well,
Goodness.
curiosity kills the cat. Don't be that cat, my guy.
All right. How about a number between? How about 1 and 100?
That GMO is phenomenal, G. Now it's sitting on my tongue.
99.
I can't give this away.
Dude, you need to be a hash guy now. You can do it.
Convert him.
You can
Fulfill the prophecy.
I like this one. Would you rather be completely invisible for one day, or able to fly for one day?
Dude, I'm flying. Take me to the moon.
I would definitely fly if it was
Straight
only
up.
one day.
Straight up.
If it was like,
If you can fly,
I-
why would you just go to the moon? Why not go further?
I mean,
you only got a day.
Can you
bro.
get there?
You only got a
Can you
day,
get
bro.
there in a
You
day?
gotta make sure you could get back. Hopefully.
Wait, can you even get to the moon in a day?
It didn't
Yeah.
say how
Well,
fast. you
are
could
we
fly.
talking Superman
It
flight
doesn't
or like?
say. So I'm gonna let that be up to you.
yo, bro, I'm light speeding this bitch.
Hey,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
I'm going over to Alpha Centauri. I'll see you guys in a couple years.
I don't even know where that is, but I'm going with you. I'm there. Just bring the GMO. Yeah, this is
All right.
nice, man.
Is that full spec, bro?
Yeah, this
That's
is
73
different.
through 150.
I don't even know what that means,
That's
but
the micron size of the head.
Number boy.
ooh,
A number between
1 in 100.
let's do 57.
yeah, he's definitely cozy now. He's swinging,
I've been swinging.
big chilling.
I'm always chilling.
I'm like, yo,
He literally like. It's funny because I always make
Alright.
fun of him for walking super slow because he's in chill mode 24/7. 24/7.
relaxed.
Would you rather the general public think you're a
Yes.
horrible person, but your family is very proud of you, or your family think you're a horrible person, but the general public is very proud of you?
fuck the general public.
Yeah, I agree with that. Fuck the general public.
Yeah.
Not okay. Fuck. That's
I mean, like, no, but
for the aspect of this
RIP
question.
viewers.
no. I'm gonna go in depth on this one. I'm gonna go in on this
because
one.
it's you, not
The,
me.
the truth is like you're no matter what, you're always gonna make decisions that offend people. You're always gonna be opinionated. Your opinions are always gonna offend people. I think if we've learned anything in the last year, it's that
Somebody's gonna be mad.
somebody's gonna be mad at you. And
Somebody's about to be mad.
the truth is like if I do right by my family and my friends and the people that are important to me,
Yeah.
everything else will figure itself out. And it's not, the truth is, it's not my opinion what the general public thinks of me. It's really not my opinion what you think of me or what anybody else thinks of me. That's your thing. That's your opinion.
It's not
So,
your business.
yeah, at the end of the day, the only thing I can control is who I am, what I do. Outside of that, hate it, love it, no big deal.
On the dog on top, no go shine. It went with the.
I loved it.
I loved it.
That was well
It
done.
went with it, bro.
All right.
Blame it on the GMO. Yee.
We got him.
One last question. And I totally got all the way up to, I guess one last number. I got up to like 172.
Ask him a few. I want to hear some answers from Alex.
No, I mean, one more number. Let's start there.
Give him a number.
122. I don't like this concerned look you got, bro.
All right, so the concerned look is because I asked that question last week for sure. So I'm going to give you a different one.
Oh, dealer's choice.
I'm cool with that.
I'm not straying very far. I'm reading the question above it. Would you rather never get a paper cut again or never get something stuck in your teeth again?
Oh, dude, for sure in my teeth. I
Yeah.
hate that shit
That
so
shit's
much.
annoying as
Yeah.
fuck.
It would
Especially
definitely
when
be
you
the
fucking
teeth for
up
me,
some
too.
steak or something.
Oh, dude.
Bacon,
I love meat, and that's definitely an issue.
popcorn, holy.
As
fuck.
long as we're not talking about like the Steve-O paper cuts between the fingers and between the toes and
Did
shit.
he try to
like,
do it on his eyelid? Yeah. Like,
yeah.
Like, I hate you, Steve-O, but I'm watching.
How often do you get a paper cut? You would have to be someone that gets a
Just
paper
make sure you
cut.
don't
All the time.
Yeah, I
Bro,
can't even.
every day.
all the time.
I
You get 'em?
can't even tell you the last time I got one personally.
Damn. Man.
I deal with a lot of paper and like paperwork. I get them all the time.
Yeah, I deal with
Look,
a lot of
I'ma
boxes and shit. So.
My keyboard ain't cutting me.
We're gonna bring him some cut-proof gloves for when he's working.
Super glue.
I got you. The little thimble things.
Finger
Something.
condoms, bro.
Finger condoms. There you go. We need
Finger
something. We
condoms.
need to. We need to protect your hands, man. I never heard somebody say, "Man, I get paper cuts all the time." Like, what are you doing with your life? Like,
I like to rub the edge of the paper.
That's what helps me fall asleep.
I just
And
get
now
this,
you gotta-
I just get this new stack of paper out, and I'm like, fuck,
that's
I
the
did it
word right
again.
oh, that's that thick paper. Come here, girl. Ooh. Damn. And now you gotta go like sanitize everywhere you go. So it's like, ooh, you burning. Okay.
Oh man,
All right.
that was good shit.
Dog, blame it on the GMO, man, fellas. I needed this. Like I said, I've been itching for some rosin. People been trying to sell me some, and I'm like, bro, I'm not buying shit right now just because my shit is like, why would I? You know what I'm saying?
It's coming. I just need to wait.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good. Don't need to spend that right now. You waxing.
I mean, if you were out of flour, it'd be a different story. But
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We ain't out of that neither. You know, and I'll just go. I'm on day 22, so I'll just go cut something out. I'm just
day 22.
How does it feel to have your own stuff and just know that like you're smoking on your own stuff?
That's
Is
gotta
that
be
is that
awesome.
not the greatest feeling in the world?
It is awesome. But, God, this is going to sound so ridiculous of me. Like, I can do better.
I'm not.
That doesn't sound
I am
ridiculous
not
at all.
Like, I am like, okay, bro, I'm done with this.
That sounds like the only thing I would have expected to hear you say
I'm
after
ready.
your first grow.
I'm ready for the next one to see what this do. So, like, don't get me wrong. I think you're going to enjoy that, right? Like, or else I wouldn't have. Like, last week, there was some shit I didn't even bring. I just showed it. Like, and I was like, wait till this is ready. You know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
now it's to that point. Like I said, I gave it away today. And, like, I'm hoping for good results. But at the same time, like, I don't care if they're bad. I do care, but I'm not going to be heartbroken. Like, you know what I'm saying? My chef said some pretty fucked up things to me in class before. Well, not to me, to my partner. I'm assuming it was to my partner. He just got me lit up too, and I wasn't gonna say it was his fault, but it was his fault. But hey, you know what I'm saying?
Take one for the team.
Right. That one was a rough one, though, my dude. You know, I was like, damn. Like, I'm glad it wasn't to me, but I felt offended. Some of the shit he was saying, I was just like,
man, he kind of messed up, but not that bad.
Yeah, I was like, bro, he burnt some shit that was needed right before production, like right before we started putting plates out, right? So like he was like,
he really fucked it up.
He was like,
he fucked up the wrong thing to fuck up.
Yeah, and it was like, I mean, bro, to me, it's like, how could you fuck that up? You was just supposed to put it on the stove to simmer.
Bro, nothing's worse than a head chef that's pissed off because you fuck something up.
Yeah, he turned that shit all the way up, like, and burnt it. I was like, well, I'll take that one. Anyway, fellas, look, man, I really appreciate y'all. Like I said, I can't wait for this stuff to hit the market. Y'all gonna bring the heat for the winter. That makes sense, you know. In the summer, we can stay warm with this heat right here. I can't wait. So let's do some shout outs. K-Boog, who you got, my guy?
Man, I'm gonna be quick. Shout out to everybody that's riding with us. Peace.
Oh shit. Okay. Smith.
Shout out to the Rita gang. Shout out to the boys. Shout out to the team.
Squad up.
Yeah.
Group.
Shout out to the whole crew. Shout out Nick, CW Sox 23 on Insta. It's gonna be in the extraction lab with me. Everyone involved, people that supported us. Yeah.
And my mama.
And my mama.
And
Bro,
my
you
mama.
gotta call out the mama.
You know, my mama checked in on
She's
me.
an angel.
I love you, Mama. Oh, God. It's the rosin, bro. I don't even know. Look, yeah, I'm going to I'll ride the trend. Shout out to everybody. I fuck with y'all. Shout out to the squad, fam, and y'all for real, man. Like,
You guys as well. Thank you.
Thank
no,
you for
no
having
problem.
us.
Thank y'all
Thanks
for coming.
man.
And being so flexible, you know what I'm saying? Because last week, you know, a whole bunch of mix-ups. But I'm glad y'all here now, because now I got some shit to talk about, man. So with that being said, what are we on, 123? 20? Yeah, let's do it. This episode 123, Young Hippy, K-Boog, Smith Group, also known Alex and Alex, Solventless Refinery.
Project Scepter. Reminds me of Fight Club.
There we go. That's why.
Project Mayhem.
There we go. Keep you a K-Boog.
Sorry, bro.
Hey, if you haven't,
I like it. No, I like it. Bring the
Project
mayhem.
Scepter.
I'm trying, man.
The first rule of Project Scepter: don't talk about Project Scepter.
Don't call it Scepter.
Don't call it Scepter.
Don't you dare call it Scepter.
God, now everybody's gonna be calling it that. We just opened Pandora's box again.
Look, man, you're
Coming
gonna just
soon.
need to have a super chill.
Hey
pill
man,
on
everybody says, and I'm gonna say it wrong now, trying to say it right. Everybody says Arise wrong. Everybody says Aries still, but everybody knows.
Oh,
what
I even
brand
say
it is.
Aries.
you. I do too. Fuck
But
it.
everybody knows what brand it is, right?
Yo, shout out to Beth Weiser and Michael Weiser too.
For sure. Yeah.
Preach.
For real.
We're gonna talk about something later on that we want to divulge to you guys. Maybe next time we do a podcast with you.
Okay. Well,
Oh,
fuck.
that we out.
Let's wrap this bitch up then. Y'all have a good one. Wait. Make sure you go to the Hippie Life ENT website. Get your vote on. We almost to Vegas. I'm just saying, let's bring the trophy back home. Now we out.
Peace.